Hello, Mission Viejo homeowners. Dave Gubler with IML Real Estate here, providing you with a February 2026 real estate market update that is specific to Mission Viejo. We'll be covering six metrics that either impact or make up the real estate market. And we'll start with median sale price. So, median sale price in Mission Viejo at the end of January, 1,315,000, and for Orange County, 1,430,000. Important to note, I'm only covering detached single family homes in this market report. So we're not talking about condos or townhomes, detached single family homes only. The median sale price in Mission Viejo year over year up 3.9%. So important to look, probably rather than monthly, look at a year over year to gauge really what the direction the market's moving overall. And we're up 3.9% in Mission Viejo year over year. The county flat. The median sale price hasn't moved. It was almost identical, 1,430,000 last January. Let's also cover average sale price, and I'm going to highlight the difference and the importance of the two, median and average, and which one's maybe the more reliable indicator for most homeowners or most potential home sellers in Mission Viejo. So the average sale price in Mission Viejo at the end of January for detached single family homes, 1,357,000 and change, and the average for Orange County as a whole, 2,166,462. So that's a big increase. You can see how that red line popped up dramatically from December to January. And we'll talk a little bit about that. So for average sale price for Mission Viejo, just almost flat year over year, 0.4% increase. And for the county, a 9.4% increase. But what's going on there? So, median sale price and average sale price are not the same, clearly. What can happen, average sale price is dramatically impacted by if you get a large number of sales at either end of the market. So, for instance, we can see here in Orange County, we can see that a high number of very high-end homes must have sold and skewed this average up quite a bit from month to month. Whereas a median sale price is going to be usually a little more reflective of the market as a whole. If you're a seller and you're considering selling, it matters because you're not competing against an entire area or an entire city. You're competing against homes that are similar to yours. So if you think of it, the median price is like the middle seat at a stadium, and the average is, you throw in some luxury boxes, and 10 or 12 luxury boxes can skew that average price of a seat and make it appear like everybody's paying more when really most people are paying a certain price that's much lower. So we've covered now price, probably the median sale price, the better metric to look at if you are most potential home sellers or most homeowners in Mission Viejo. Let's get to average days on market. So we're seeing that climb. This is a 3-year look back. The average days on market in Mission Viejo for detached single family homes to get under contract was 58 days, and for the county, 47 days. So that's a large increase for Mission Viejo and something to watch. That's a 75% increase year over year in days on market, and an 11.9% for the county increase. So something to definitely watch. Let's look at our fourth metric here, which is active listings. Let's just look at Mission Viejo. You can see there's some seasonality to it. This is, again, a 3-year look back. Our high point in the last 3 years was reached last year, May 2025, with 156 detached single family homes on the market. Now, we're currently at a fairly low number in relationship to the last 2 years. We're sitting at the end of January, 97 homes on the market. And year over year, that's an increase. That's a 7.8% increase over the last January, where we had 90 homes on the market. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think is going on here, and an advantage right now if you are bringing a home to market, why you would come now in February, March, and April rather than wait till later. And part of that has to do with demand. Let's look at, this is a measure of demand. You've seen me talk about the purchase application index in the past. It's a very important metric, and it kind of shows, it shows a score for the number of people applying for a purchase home loan, not a refinance, but a purchase home loan. And this is a 5-year look back. You can see that demand back in 2021, 2022, much higher than it is now. But what I want to point out is that within the last year, we're in a very narrow band. If you can see my cursor here, the score for the purchase applications is very traveling, between 140 and 180, 190. And that's a really narrow band. So demand is not fluctuating a lot throughout the year. Whereas, let me go back, the inventory is fluctuating quite a bit. So if you're thinking about selling, what you would want to create your best chance for success and getting the highest sale price is to be on the market when fewer homes are on the market. And if demand is relatively stable, that doesn't change much throughout the year, then your advantage is when there are fewer homes on the market. And we can see that right now in January, we're still near a low point. December, we were near a low point. And that number of that inventory is likely going to rise, as it often does in May, June, July. And then you'll be competing with other home sellers, even though demand is relatively stable. Now, there is something that can change that, and I hope it does, but that's out of our control. And that's interest rates, right? Our sixth metric here. We have gone up in the last 2 weeks, but only slightly. So we're still near a relative low point for the year, where it's average 30-year fixed at 6.1%. So that's the market. That's the part of the market that you as a homeowner, or we as homeowners, can't control. If you are thinking about selling, what you can control is how you prepare a home, what you spend money and effort on. And I always invite people to talk to me about that, because many things that you think you are important or may consider doing will cost you a lot of time and money and aren't really worth doing. Your pricing strategy is of paramount importance. So when you go to sell, the list price strategy is one of the most important things that you can rely upon a real estate professional to help you formulate. And then the last is out of your control to the degree that when you hire someone, it's now up to them. But you need to do your homework up front and hire a person who has a marketing plan that has strategic elements to it, that has effort elements to it. And also, very important and unseen to you, is what are they spending in terms of money and time on your marketing plan. And agents are dramatically different in that regard. I want to point here at the end of this market report out just a case study recently for me here in Mission Viejo. This is a home I just put into escrow in the timberline tract of Mission Viejo. And this property, 23801 Birch Lane, was listed by another agent for 6 months on the market, just under 6 months, and did not sell. So the sellers took it off the market. They came to me. We came up with a list price strategy, a preparation plan, and most importantly, a marketing plan. And I was able to sell it for a record sale price. So we didn't just lower the price and sell it. We were able to sell it much higher than the previous agent's last list price. And in fact, this is the highest sale price ever for this particular floor plan in the timberline tract. So I just want to use that briefly to illustrate to you that who you work with matters quite a bit, and what they do or don't do is going to impact how much money you net or don't net on the sale of your home. I appreciate you watching the video. Please reach out if you'd like, have any questions, or like to discuss any of the 6 market metrics that we discussed in this update. Take care.